My heart is like beating. Well, obviously it's beating because that means I'm alive. I don't know if he just saw me. Oh crap. No way. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is Taylor Nicole. My name is Taylor Christianson, but I go by Taylor Nicole on my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be showing you a video about surprising my long distance boyfriend down in Texas, because that's where he goes to school right now. I'm not going to be talking this whole video. I obviously have footage of me surprising him, but I just wanted to give you a little bit of a backstory so you understand what is going on in the video. We've been dating for like 7 months now. We've been really good friends for a couple of years. We've known each other our whole life, and well, most of our lives since we were in like elementary school. He is going to school down in San Antonio, Texas, and I come to visit him. Well, we do our best to come visit once a month. It just makes long distance a lot easier because it's pretty hard to do. I told him that I was coming for my birthday on Friday, February 2nd. I said I was going to be coming on the 1st, and I was actually coming the day before, and I really wanted to surprise him, so I just came a day early. The first clip that you're going to see is me basically just trying to figure out what time I needed to be in certain places without making it obvious that I was coming to surprise him. He wasn't very suspicious, so that made it really easy, but when I was trying to figure it out, he wasn't really giving me the answers I needed, and I just want to be like, okay, I need to know because I'm coming, but I couldn't tell him that. So this clip is like me trying to figure out the time, and this is how every conversation went. I would try to ask him, and he's like, I don't know, babe, I don't know. I'm like, okay, so this is me trying to do that. Are you gonna pick me up on Thursday?
I don't know, babe. I don't know when we get out of practice.
So am I just to wait in the airport or take an Uber?
Well, I don't know what time
I have him on mute.
Practice.
It doesn't matter because I'm surprising you a day
out.
early. Okay.
Kind of just depends. We'll have to plan around it.
Okay.
But, I mean, you land at 6, right?
Yeah. Well, like 5:50.
Okay, so you'll probably be all good and ready to go at like 6:30 after you get your bags.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. So as you can tell, it was pretty hard to get that answer out of him. I ended up not really getting much. So he plays baseball down in Texas right now. That's where he's at right now, is at practice. And so I'm hanging out in his apartment by myself. So he has practice every day. So I knew when I was going to be arriving would be about the time he was done with practice. So I just went back in old text to see what time he had texted me every day to see about the time he'd get here. And that was when I had organized to go just take a Lyft or an Uber. I ended up, which came in so clutch, I ended up getting an email from Lyft with a 25% off discount code for a ride, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's the best timing ever. So I was able to get a cheaper ride to here, make it here in time before he got home, and this is me traveling. It is time to be sneaky sneaky. Waiting for my Lyft ride. Yeah, I feel like I'm being hunted right now. Oh yes, yeah, there was a guy like stalking me. It was kind of creepy because he wanted to give me a ride, and I was like, no, it's okay.
You're not my ride, sorry.
Yeah, and the cop kept telling him to leave, and he wouldn't leave.
Where are you flying in from?
Seattle.
Oh, how was it?
It was pretty good. I get kind of sick on flights, so it kind of sucks, but yeah, but it's good.
How long were you in Seattle?
I live in Olympia, Washington.
Oh, okay.
So I'm actually, my boyfriend lives here.
Okay.
And I'm surprising him. He doesn't know I'm coming right now. Hence the Lyft. I think he'll be in shock because he thinks I'm working right now.
He doesn't have a location on you, does he?
No, I made sure not to let that happen. Someone brought it up and I was like, I don't think we should do that. So there was a point when I had gotten to the parking garage before he had gotten there, and he normally grabs dinner every day before he comes home, and I was so hungry. All I'd eaten all day. Okay, let me just tell you a quick story. When I was back in Seattle, I've been eating a lot healthier now, so I was trying to make better decisions, and so I went and picked out some plain almonds. I'm like, that'll be a good snack. I know everything's a little bit more expensive in the airport, but I didn't know how expensive it would be, and I picked out this bag of almonds, and the lady's like, oh, that's gonna be $14. Are you okay with that? And I was like, pardon me, what? She was like, $14. And I was like, for like 10 almonds? Yes. So I put the almonds back and I had a bag of pretzels. So basically all I'd eaten all day was a bag of pretzels, and I was on the phone with him. He had called me. We always talk every night, like when we're both done with work, and I was trying to act like everything was normal, but he could tell that something was off, so I just acted like I was really tired from work and really hungry, which I was really hungry, and I was somehow sneakily trying to convince him to just come straight home because I didn't want him to go get dinner. So I ended up telling him, like, just eat leftovers, just eat eggs, save money, it's better, you don't need to spend the money. And he was like, yeah, you're right. I was like, yes. He fell for it, so that was perfect. So he ended up coming straight back. So this is the fun part of the video. This is the point I was actually able to surprise him. So here's the deal. I just got dropped off by my Lyft driver. I'm in the parking garage right now. I'm so excited. My heart is like beating. Well, obviously it's beating because that means I'm alive. It's beating really fast. I don't know why I'm nervous. I'm just excited, I think. He tried to call me and I ignored it, and I told him that there was someone there. I thought it was him. I told him I was talking to my mom, so I was gonna call him back. So I'm gonna call him back right now, see what he's up to, see when he's coming. We'll see how this goes. How was practice?
It was good. What's up?
I'm just hanging out. Just got home.
You're what?
I just got home. Yeah, I'm tired and I'm hungry. I'm actually really hungry. Yeah, did you get out early?
We only had a 3-hour and 15-minute practice. Usually it's 3:30 or 4 hours.
Yeah. It seems like you got out really early. I don't have any rice with me. Or chicken. No, I'd have to go get it. Okay, so he just got here. I saw him pull in and I told him I had to call him back. So let's see how this goes. I don't know if he just saw me. Oh crap. Smell clean? No. Hey, babe. Hi.
No way.
Hi.
Hey.
You were so confused.
Babe. No way.
Did I get you?
What?
Are you confused?
I have so many questions.
Yay!
Oh, we're upside down.
It worked.
Wow. Holy crap.
Did you not see me when I went?
I did. You were like...
Did you know it was me?
No, I was like, that looks a lot like her.
Oh my gosh. I was like, he saw me. So I had to sit on the ground and those girls were like... I'm like
Taylor.
shaking. I was like so scared it wasn't gonna work.
You're so cute.
So your first thoughts when you saw me? No, when you
popped down.
Okay, he was at his car.
Locked my trunk.
I was over here. I ran. He saw me. I fell.
And I thought it looked like you, but I was just so confused. So I was like walking by and I was like, something's weird. I don't know.
It was so
and you just pop
scary.
up behind the car.
Your face was like...
I was like, oh, what?
He didn't know.
I did not have a clue.
It's gonna be really dark, but this is the only chance we have. What?
Maybe that's...
No, you don't need to do that.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna do a little question and answer session so he can figure out all the things that I had to lie to him about. Okay, what's your first question?
Okay, how did you change your flight from tomorrow to today?
I never changed my flight.
Oh, you little sneak.
So I planned for the 31st. I told him what day did I tell you? The 1st. If he told me that he was taking a flight, I would ask for the flight information, but I knew that he wouldn't ask for the flight information, so I just planned it for the 31st and I told him it was the 1st. He never asked to see it or anything. If he was gonna ask, I was gonna edit the picture and then send it to him. Do you wanna know how your mom almost ruined it?
Yeah, how did my mom almost ruin it?
So, I've had this plan for like 2 months and I only told my family and a couple close friends because I just didn't want to get anyone else involved because I didn't want to ruin it. So we have the Alaska Airlines app and we were sitting in the office at his house and his aunt and his mom were planning flights, and his mom said to Garrett while we were planning our flight for April, she was like, Garrett, you should get Taylor's flight information. Do you remember this?
Yes, kind of.
For February, so you can like track her flight and see when she's coming. And I was like, oh crap. So I was trying to think about what to do because I was sitting right next to him. I didn't want to open the app because then he would see that I was coming in on the 31st and his mom didn't know about it or anything. So that was when I got up to go to the bathroom. Do you remember that?
I can't really
Okay,
remember.
well, I got up to go to the bathroom, and I didn't actually go to the bathroom, I just flushed. And I was like, crap, what am I gonna do? So I walk out, and they're still talking about it. And he's like, well, I don't know her flight info. And his mom was like, well, just ask her for it. And I was like, oh no. So it was kind of rude of me, but I didn't really know what else to do because I didn't want to ruin it. So I walk into the kitchen, and I text him, and I said, hey, let's watch a movie. That was the night we watched that.
Oh, okay, I remember.
Yeah, so then he comes out, and honestly, I wasn't really into watching a movie, but it was just my way to get him distracted and get him away so he didn't think about that anymore. And so then he comes out, and he's like, what movie should we watch? And he starts looking them up and stuff, and I was like, I don't care, just pick a movie, because I was just trying to get it over with, and you were stalling, and I didn't want your mom to come out and mention it again, so that was really scary. Is that all making sense now?
Yes.
Okay, let me just tell you things I did.
Okay.
So I had to lie to him a lot, and my sister was like,
yeah, what'd you lie to me about?
so much, babe.
What?
Like only for the past 2 days, and last week a little bit. I was trying to act like I was coming in on Thursday, so it was like a pointless conversation. I was like, who's gonna pick me up on Thursday? He's like, I don't
she would
know.
ask me when I'm getting out of practice on Thursday, and if I need to get an Uber and all this stuff.
Well, because I was trying to figure out what time. I didn't really need an Uber. I didn't need him to like pick me up, but I know his practices are generally the same time every day.
Yeah.
So like, I was trying to figure out when he'd be out to see if when I landed was enough time to get here before he got here. So I got my information, he had no idea. And then yesterday, I lied to him and told him that my other job is cleaning houses part-time with my friend, and I told him that today I'd be helping her with a few houses, and then I told him that my phone died because I didn't know if he was gonna try to text me or anything. We normally talk throughout the whole day, we Snapchat, we text every day. Your text wouldn't have gone through because I was in airplane mode.
Oh,
So
smart.
I told him that my phone died.
Sneaky.
I know, I am sneaky. And so I told him my phone died, and that I took screenshots of all this so they'll see it.
Okay.
But so that he was, and I thought you'd be mad, but he was like, oh, it's okay. And I was like, yes. So then I just turned my phone on airplane mode when I boarded the plane so that I wouldn't receive anything. He didn't send anything anyway, but I was just having all these backup plans.
That's true. That's
And then I told you I'd be done cleaning at 4 p.m. my time because I knew it'd be about when you were done with this. So then when we called, it would make sense. I had just thought through everything. And you're not really nosy anyway, so I don't think you would have caught on. But I just had everything detailed, and I even told my parents the story in case you somehow asked them.
Yeah.
But yeah, mostly
when
just
did you make this plan? When did you
like
realize?
2 months ago.
Like when you first booked it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I had this plan since when I booked it. That's why I told you the first. And my Uber driver was really excited about it, or my Lyft driver.
Really?
And
what did he say?
I had to wait in the stupid garage. My throat. I had to wait in the garage, and he normally goes to get dinner before.
Usually.
I mean, yeah, before he comes home, usually. And today, he was gonna go get dinner, but I was starving, and I didn't want to tell him that I was here. So I was like, hey, you should just eat at home. And he's like, well, like he wanted to go out and get food, but I wanted food. So I was like, just eat at home, you can save money. He's like, I only have a little bit of, what did you have left over?
What?
Chicken and rice?
Just chicken and rice, yeah.
And so he said he only had a little bit of that left over, and I was like, well, just eat that and eat eggs. And he stopped, and he was like, oh yeah, you're right. And I was like, yeah, I'm right, because I'm here. And then when he came,
confused.
I was not preparing for him to pull up like where I was standing, and his car just goes by, and I was like, oh no. I told him I had to go talk to my mom, and he was in the middle of telling a story, and I was like, wait, can I call you back? And he's like, why? Like, because it was so abrupt. And I could see him parking.
Oh, I remember now. You were like, you're outside? Wait, why are you outside? Where are you?
Yes, because
and I was like, I'm getting gas.
Oh my gosh, I was panicking because I heard him get out of his car, and I was like, is he here? I don't see his car, so I thought he parked somewhere else. And that's why I was like, where are you? What are you doing? And he was like, I'm just getting gas, like calm down. And I was like, okay. And you were like, babe, why do you care? Because I was waiting in the garage. I saw him come in, and I wanted to not be on the phone because I thought he'd hear me like talking from across the garage. So I said, hold on, I'm gonna go help my mom with something. And that, oh, and he called me when I was in the Lyft car.
Oh, you
And I
did?
didn't answer because I was with the Lyft driver, and I didn't have a plan, so I was like, So
now
I didn't,
the story's coming together.
Yes.
It's all coming together.
so I didn't answer because I said, sorry, I'm talking to my mom, which is valid. That actually happens a lot.
Yeah.
You'll call and I can't answer because I'm talking to someone and it's rude to talk on your phone.
True.
So then when he came and I told him I had to go help my mom with something and he got off the phone, he's like, okay, like he thought it was weird. And I could see him get out of his car and I was hiding in this place. You can kind of see in the video that where he parked was like a straight shot from where I was hiding. So if I would have come out, he would have just seen me. So I was trying to like crouch and then these stupid girls set off their car alarm, and I think that's what ruined it, because he was like just looking in his truck getting something out of the back. I was sneaking around a car like behind his back and the car alarm went off and then you started looking around. What were you looking for?
I was just like, what? Well, I was like, whose car is this if their alarm is just going off?
That was Satan. So the car alarm goes off and he turns around and I was like, shoot! And so then I like ducked and he turned around and saw me. So I literally was hiding behind a car and these girls are walking up and I'm just sitting there with my camera looking like an idiot and sitting on the ground behind this car with my suitcase. And I was like, there's no way he would think that was me though. So you thought it looked like me?
I had no clue. I just thought it like looked like you. I was like, that's really weird. Like, why did she just drop down behind that car? Like, that was just weird. I was like, I don't know.
So
I wasn't even planning on like looking over there. Like, if I walked by, I was just gonna just mind my own business.
It was just a weird scenario. There's like a car alarm and then a random girl.
Yeah, I was just gonna just mind my own business, but.
So these girls set off their stupid alarm and then they're walking by, they look at me like I'm crazy and I was like, you're the one that freaking ruined my plan. Flew all the way here for that. So anyway, it worked out though because he was fine. He just kept walking and that's when I walked out with the camera and surprised him.
That was so crazy.
Do all the stories come together now?
Yes.
What is happening?
What is going on?
She's in the middle of the road.
Yeah, well,
Are there 3 lanes or what is that car doing?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Okay, anyway, it worked out. It was really good and I've only had a bag of pretzels.
Yep, so we're going to Torchy's Tacos to go celebrate.
Yay! Go get some food.
Get you
Are
some
you
food. Actually,
happy?
I need some food too.
Here?
But, what?
You happy I'm here?
Yes, I'm still kind of shocked because I was just not expecting it at all, but like it's a really good surprise.
Yay!
Yay.
Best girlfriend ever?
Best girlfriend ever.
So yeah, that's basically the video of me surprising Garrett down in Texas. I'm not going to be vlogging or anything while we're here because we don't get a lot of time together obviously, and even when I am here he still has school, he still has practice and scrimmages and stuff like that, so we don't get to see each other very often, so I'm not going to spend our time on our camera. The surprise worked, just barely, almost didn't, because those freaking girls that set off that alarm, that was just the worst timing ever. If I would have gotten that close and it would have gotten ruined, I would have been so mad. I think the only time it's okay to lie to someone is if you're surprising them, so keep that in mind. Thank you for watching and I hope you enjoyed and I will see you in the next video. Bye!